Anime fans, Naruto fans, what's good? The answer to that question, of course, is Naruto. Naruto is what's good. Today, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 strongest leaf ninjas, or leaf shinobi, of all time. So, as I said, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 strongest leaf shinobi of all time. Or actually more like the top 13 strongest, because there was a three-way tie in my power scaling. There will just be a couple exceptions. I'm not talking about how strong they were. I'm only talking about how strong they were when they were leaf shinobi before they died. What I mean by that is Minato. I'm not talking about Ito Tensei Minato with the Nine Tails. I'm talking about Hokage Minato before he died, before he was killed. So, and also, I'm not going to be including guys like Obito, who got strong after they abandoned the leaf. I'm only talking about people who were strong, how strong they were while they were leaf shinobi. So, let's dive right in. Number 10. It's the three-way tie I mentioned. Number 10 is the three-way tie I mentioned. That would be the legendary three Sani. Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Orochimaru. I tried to power scale them, but I couldn't really. I have a scaling for them, but the difference is so minuscule, I can't really put it in, because I think they're basically all the same. They are all portrayed to be the same. I think they are all the same. Like Tsunade, she gets slept on heavily. People think she's not strong. They say all she knows how to do is heal herself, and she's really strong. Her strength takes her a long way. One punch to the ground creates a giant crater. She can wreck you. She is no joke. Just because her only powers are strength and healing, does not mean she is weak. Her healing complements her strength. Her strength complements her healing so well. If she gets hurt, she can heal herself. And if she just 100 methodic healings, she just gets really, really strong. And even if she's not using the 100 methodic healings, she can still heal herself while she's in battle, and her strength can break through almost anything, no matter what it is. Summoning jutsu, wall, she's very strong. And then Jiraiya, of course we all know and love Jiraiya. He lost to pain, but he's a pretty cool guy. He's really strong. And we all know him, he's the Toad Sage. His main power was Sage Mode, and he knows a lot of jutsu. He can use the Rasengan. And Orochimaru. Orochimaru is my favorite character in Naruto. I love Orochimaru. For me, to be a great character, all you need to do is barf snakes, and you've won me over. Like, Orochimaru, I love the snakes theme. I actually really like snakes. They're some of my favorite animals. Orochimaru is just a great character. He's a pretty deep character, even though many people don't even really think that. But if I had to rank the three Sanin, if for those of you who don't like a three-way tie, because really that's not the top 10, it's like the top 13. But to rank them, I would say if Orochimaru is a little bit stronger than Jiraiya, who's a little bit stronger than Tsunade, but for all practical purposes, they are the same strength. I do not believe they are weaker than each other. Tsunade could beat Jiraiya or Orochimaru. Jiraiya could beat Orochimaru or Tsunade, and Orochimaru could beat Jiraiya or Tsunade. Maybe Orochimaru would have a slight advantage, but not a big advantage. So, number 9 would be Tobirama Senju. Tobirama, he created a bunch of ninjutsu, but he didn't master them. He created them, but did not master them. He was very strong, brother of the first Hokage. Hashirama. So Tobirama, I put him at number 9. He is very, very strong. At number 8, I have Fugaku Uchiha. Fugaku was the father of Itachi and Sasuke. He was the leader of the Uchiha clan, super strong. He was the leader of their intended revolt against Konoha. This dude awakened Mangekyo Sharingan. I do not think the powers of that Sharingan were revealed, but that means he had Susanoo. Fugaku had Susanoo. Anyone with Susanoo is Hokage level. Kage level. Just automatically. And Fugaku was confident in his ability to control the Nine Tails, so I believe that means he trained his eyes a pretty good amount, and his eyes probably had some crazy abilities. I don't think the powers besides Susanoo were revealed, but if they were, tell me in the comment section. But as it stands, I think he's the 8th strongest in the history of Konoha. Number 7, I have Minato Namikaze. Minato, he's awesome, okay. Minato, he developed the Rasengan, he created the Rasengan, and he mastered the Flying Raijin Jutsu. So, the Flying Raijin Jutsu, he marks his kunai, and his special kunai, and throws them, and he can teleport. It's not even just his kunai, he can mark anything, including living things. So if he marks you in a battle, you're toast. He can get to you no matter where you are. Unless you use something crazy. Like what? The mark cannot disappear unless somebody with the caliber of the Ten Tails, like Obito, the Ten-Tailed Jinchuriki, was able to get it off, but most people cannot. So, Minato, he could also do jutsu other than Rasengan and teleportation. But if you think about it, Rasengan and teleportation is pretty overpowered. If he marks you, he can just Rasengan you anytime. And I don't think Minato was much stronger than Fugaku, about the same. I think he surpassed Tobirama and Dasani, but a little bit, not a ton, because all Kage level characters are fairly close in power. Fairly close. But I think he was the 7th strongest that the Leaf has ever seen. Number 6, we got Itachi Uchiha. Itachi, I am not an Itachi fanboy. I'm not one of those people who says he can beat Madara. Give me a break, okay? He could do pretty well against Madara, but he could not beat Madara. But Itachi was strong. He awakened Mangekyo Sharingan and the Amaterasu. He was pretty overpowered. He was a genius. He resisted a Genjutsu that the Guardian Shinobi 12 could not guard against without even awakening Sharingan. The Guardian Shinobi 12 could not resist this Genjutsu. Itachi did it without even having Sharingan. He was a genius. If he had pushed farther, instead of stopping once he got Mangekyo Sharingan, joined the Akatsuki, not trying to get stronger, he had much more innate talent than Sasuke. I know people will hate me for saying that, but Sasuke could not. Sasuke and Itachi also, he completed the Chunin exams, right? He completed the Chunin exams, or not the Chunin exams, the Forest of Death in the Prelude. He completed the Forest of Death by himself with no team in record time. Sasuke barely completed it with his team. So Itachi was very strong, but he did not go far. He did not go as far as he could have gone. And so I have Itachi at number 6. At number 5, I have Hiruzen Sarutobi. People sleep on Hiruzen. Hiruzen was known as the god of shinobi. Of course, that's a figure of speech. He's not the strongest there ever was. And he's not a god. He's a really strong shinobi. But Hiruzen is super strong. In his fight with Orochimaru, this man is old. He tried to retire from being Hokage. He's Hokage again. He wanted to retire. He wasn't able to. But he's an unretired guy. He's old. He did so well up against Orochimaru. Orochimaru had to summon Hashirama and Tobirama. Hiruzen was creating giant walls of earth. Hiruzen was just very, very strong. We didn't get to see him fight a lot. But if old Hiruzen wrecked Orochimaru like that, of course Orochimaru was strong. He did get his arms back. Orochimaru did great against him. But old Hiruzen is able to fight Orochimaru like that. Who is without a doubt a monster. Orochimaru, the Sannin, they're all monsters. If Hiruzen's able to handle them when he's in his late 70s, when he's really old, imagine this guy when he's in his prime. Easily, he's stronger than Danzo. For sure, obviously. So I got Hiruzen at number 5. Before I get into the top 4, I'm gonna put in a few honorable mentions because the top 4 are pretty obvious. These honorable mentions were Danzo. I did not put Danzo in the list. I probably should have. But he did so well against Sasuke. Maybe Danzo is stronger than Sannin, but I kind of thought of him as about their level. A bit weaker maybe. But actually Danzo was probably stronger than the Sannin to think of it, because Sasuke beat Orochimaru. But Orochimaru was sick. Orochimaru was dying when Sasuke beat him. So I'm just gonna say Danzo was like the same level as the Sannin. I should have had him in here, to be honest. Why wasn't he in here? So scratch that. Danzo is also tied at number 10. 4-way tie. The other honorable mentions were Kakashi Hatake. Kakashi, I think he was a little bit weaker than the Sannin, not a lot. And then his father, the White Fang of the Leaf, he was said to be as strong as the Sannin, but since we did not see him fight at all, he has no feats, I put him below them, but because of that hype he received, I have him as an honorable mention. So let's get into the top 4. Number 4 is pretty obvious. Madara Uchiha. And I'm not, as I said, I'm not talking about Madara after he died. I'm not talking about 10-tailed Jinchuriki Madara. I'm talking about Madara when he was a member of the Leaf Village. When he was a Leaf Shinobi. He was very strong. He got the perfect Susanoo. He was overpowered. I don't really need to explain this. He was number 4. Number 3, Hashirama Senju. You all knew he was going to be number 3. Hashirama and Madara were most lethal, but Hashirama was stronger. Hashirama usually beat him when they fought. Hashirama had his wood style, super strong. Like, I love Hashirama. Hashirama also had Sage mode. Hashirama was just overpowered. Pretty obvious that he was number 3. Number 2. Number 2 and number 1 are so obvious, I don't even really have to say them. Number 2. Sasuke Uchiha. Adult Sasuke. Perfect Super Susanoo. Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Amaterasu. I never really looked at the spelling of the Black Fire, so I never say it right. I should look it up, to be honest. What am I doing? I should really look it up. Actually, I'm gonna look it up. But after this video, I'm just gonna say Amaterasu because I forget how to say it. But he's got Amaterasu, he only has one arm and he's fighting Kinshiki equally. I believe he could have beat Kinshiki, even though, of course not Momoshiki. Momoshiki was really strong. But he has the best genjutsu ever. He's just really, really strong. So, of course, I don't have to explain it. Sasuke's number 2. And obviously, number 1 is Naruto Uzumaki. Uzumaki Naruto. 9-tailed Jinchuriki. Stage of 6 Path mode. Sasuke also has Stage of 6 Path mode. But Naruto got both halves of Kurama now. Stage of 6 Path mode. the best Sage mode we've seen in the series. Rasen Shuriken, all-tail beast chakra. He really, if you think about it, is a watered-down version of the 10-tailed Shuriken because he can use the power of all the tail beasts. He's not like the 10 tails, but you know what I mean. He's got a little bit of every single tail beast, which is what the 10 tails is. Super strong. And I do not have to explain this. You already knew he's the strongest Leaf Shinobi in history. Probably the strongest ninja Shinobi in history. Because I don't think when Indra and Asha were around, Shinobis were a thing yet. They weren't really a complete thing. Indra and Astra, I can't really judge if they were stronger than Naruto and Sasuke or what. I think they were about the same. But I'm talking about Leaf Shinobi. Naruto's strongest Leaf Shinobi in history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, and only if you enjoy my content, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more One Piece content. I did it again! More anime content. I will see you in the next video.